Stories from the Tabernacle by May Moore. Stage directions for Florence Nightingale. This story starts with a brown underlay and with a road going down it to parallel the story of Jesus and the man who would not follow. And this is from the storyteller's perspective, so the storyteller is here and the audience is out there. I painted wood figures for this story, so here's Florence Nightingale. And to show her home, I just made a yellow rectangle. And her family had a lot of money, so to show that, I just rated the dollhouse. So I'm just using a dollhouse couch, the dollhouse table, the dollhouse chairs, a basket, and a trunk. So as you talk about her family having a lot of money, you can add whatever accessories you have to make it look like she has a lot of money. And when she's leaving, she goes down the road, she goes on a trip, and then she comes back. She gets to go a little farther, and then she comes back. And she goes all the way to Egypt, and then she comes back. And her family is religious, and they like to follow rules. So we're going to put out the 10 Commandments just like we did in the other story, and we're kind of going to set them in a semicircle. These are just pieces of paper, all in kind of the same shape, and they're just numbered 1 through 10. And we're going to put the 10 Commandments just right in a semicircle around her family. So starting here and kind of going around. So we lay out the 10 Commandments, and then eventually Florence does get the chance to go somewhere, so we move her down the road, and we're going to set up the dirty hospital scene. I took a piece of cardboard and made it look stained. I just painted it a little on one side, but then it's clean on the other. So the hospital starts and looks very dirty, and the soldiers, who are just wooden figures that I painted red on the bottom, are kind of lying all over the place. Looks very haphazard. So this is how it looks when Florence gets here. I can move her over. And then as the hospital gets cleaned up, we can just flip this over. So now the clean side is up. And I cut out some small pieces of felt, which can go down on top of the clean hospital. And then each of the soldiers now can lie down on a clean mat. And then Florence also gave them food. So I found little, again, dollhouse plates here. And I'm going to put those little plates in front of the people. And then her family ends up sending some of their possessions. So we're going to move the trunk from the family scene over here to the hospital, and maybe also this basket. So now you can see that her home has also kind of become the hospital.